First, I'd like to just commend Gerald and all the members of our committee. We've been meeting like crazy lately. I think we've met 4 times in the past month, or 4 times maybe in the last 5 weeks. We have gone through a lot of different information. We are in the midst of a fiscal survey, and we've just received a draft of the findings from that, and it will be presented on Thursday at our meeting at Jackson River Technical Center. So if any of you all can come to that, there should be some good information, kind of to talk about where we are and where both school systems are and where we stand in the state, and some suggestions that they might have for us. And one thing that I would like to think about is that these suggestions are important to us whether we create a combined school system or not. It's always nice to have another set of eyes looking at things, and it's always nice to hear the opinions of our board members and what you think, what you envision our school system look like in the future. So that will be Thursday at 6 p.m. at JRTC. Delegate Austin will be there as well. We've talked about some different ideas as far as board makeup, the governance side of things, that we all have kind of agreed on a plan we like, but of course it's not legal, so that's one of the things we're looking into. Most of the laws pertain to current school systems that are just within one jurisdictional boundary. So it's definitely kind of a new thing we're doing. We just found out that last Tuesday, Martinsville decided that they are going to revert to a township, and they will be merging their school system with Henry County. And the attorneys that we are using are part of their reversion, and the attorneys are interested in getting us together to look at possible legislation, because they feel we have some similarities and things that could benefit each group mutually. So we haven't had a chance to talk with them yet, but we are very interested in seeing what they think, that how they might be able to help us. If we are to get legislation in before this legislative session, it would have to happen by January 8th. And so we're going to see how things go on Thursday and see what people think, and also hear back from our attorneys on what they think about the idea of trying to get our governance laws changed. Gerald, you want to?
I would just one of the things that we asked last time was to make sure that we had 3 goals on this board. It was salary, equalization, governance, and budget. And once we find out the budget, I guess we'll do that this week, and the salary equalization cost, and we've already agreed about the board makeup. We just got to get the state to let us do it. Then we should be able to go before the boards and say we've accomplished what we're doing now. Are you interested in proceeding? Because if you're not, then the best thing for us to do is to stop and quit spending all this money on attorneys and give it to JRTC.
And we've gotten some. We do have some preliminary numbers that are surprisingly lower than they were when we looked at this 5 or 6 years ago. Some of the things that they are going to speak to on Thursday are decisions that we have to make. They're things that we have to figure out what we want to do, and we're going to be able to compare apples to apples on a lot of things. What if all Alleghany teachers get to move up to the Covington scale? And also the idea of what it costs for all Alleghany employees to have the same insurance option as Covington. So those are all things that we will be looking at as part of the presentation on Thursday.
Can I add one thing, basically?
Yes.
Did you, I thought you said this the other day, that over the 5-year period, if they thought they would get money for 5 years, that they would be able to, through attrition, balance the teaching load to what it cost us in 5 years.
Right. Yeah, they seem to think that we could, if we could get a 5 or 6 year plan from the state, that we could actually probably benefit from it. We would probably realize savings within a year or two, and we would be able to push the rest towards capital improvement, that kind of thing. Another thing that we are also going to do, that our committee has decided to fund, we haven't gotten specifics of it yet, but we are interested in doing a building and facilities survey, which will look at all of the facilities in our system and all the facilities in their system, and come up with a capital improvement plan going forward, and kind of see what our needs are. And that's another thing that could benefit us, whether we choose to look at a merger or just go out on our own. So having those things that are that we can look at as our board gives us information that doesn't really matter if we merge with Covington or not, is always a good thing to be able to get that stuff for free. So that's kind of where we are. Thank you.
I just have one comment. I think there's a misconception out there that Alleghany County is pushing this and that Covington doesn't want anything to do with it. I would just like to put it out there that Alleghany County is doing fine. We don't absolutely have to do this. You know, we basically subsidize JRTC, probably 85% of that budget, and we basically subsidize the governor's school as well. So I think there is a misconception out there that we are pushing this, and I don't think that's the case. I think it's something that we know would be best for our area, and it's something that we feel like we should come together, but it doesn't mean that we are pushing it. I think we're trying to decide if it's reasonable and it will help all of our students in this area. So I just think there is a misconception on that. So
That came up at the meeting at Griffin Hall.
yes.
But that was a one-way, conversation. They spoke and we just sat there and listened. And I had to grit my teeth, especially when they were talking about how bad a shape we were in. And I'm thinking, we got over $2 million capital funds.
Yeah.
So we're not appalled.
And I agree that we do need to put that out there, that we don't have to do this, but we feel like it would benefit our entire area, not just the students at Alleghany, but the students at Covington as well. But I just wanted to put that out there. Yeah.
I think you're exactly right, and I think that one of the good things about this Thursday presentation, it is going to be presented by an outside source that is just going to present facts, and everyone can kind of really get a lay of what our financial picture is as a community. So hopefully that will answer a lot of those questions and calm a lot of those rumors as well.
So I would love to come on Thursday, but my son has a band concert. It's his first band concert.
Well, there are several people that, unfortunately, part of our committee that can't be there as well, but we are planning on having the whole thing filmed and be able to do some sort of presentation so people can watch it in its entirety.
That would be great.
And we're going to have a question and answer session, and I think we should really get some good feedback.
Thank you for all you and Mr. Fanson are doing.
Thank you.
It's a lot of work.
And this is not just a save money thing, but joining the two schools together, right? This is a benefit to kids. To offer them more curriculum, to give them better access to JRTC.
Yeah.
It's not just us go try to save a few dollars. This is trying to get the systems together and use a economy of scale.
And more access to dual enrollment, because
Right.
if you have 36 dual enrollment credits going to college, that's going to help parents in their expenses with college as well. So if you have more access to that, not just the Alleghany, but the Covington students, it's going to cut down the parents' college expenses. So it would be a win-win, but I'm not saying we're pushing it, you know. It's just something the community, I think, needs.
Thank you. Next item on the agenda, Tuesday.